This past week, this small town of Accord lost one of our own in Afghanistan. We see all the time names of soldiers lost in war, and we feel for their families. But this time it was our loss, our families, our town feeling this unthinkable heartbreak. Sergeant Sean Farrell always wanted to join the Army since he was a young boy. After the terrorist acts on 9/11, he was even more set to serve his country. Sergeant Farrell was currently on his second tour in Afghanistan. He only had 108 days left, a little over 3 months. He was married in January 2013 and was 24 years old. He leaves behind a wife, a father, a mother, stepfather, brothers, and many more. This loss is felt by more than family and friends. It's felt by a whole community, our community. He was a 2008 graduate of Roundup Valley High School. He spent a lot of his time at Skate Time 209. His father is a past chief of Accord Fire, as well as many other relatives and friends in Accord and Cripplebush. We still can't wrap our heads around this tragedy. We hurt, we ask why, but most importantly, we ask you to pray for Sergeant Sean Farrell, his family, friends, and our town. Sean, you're missed so much by so many already. May you forever rest in peace, and thank you for your service. You are our hero.
Welcome to Inside Northeast Racing. This week we celebrate a milestone victory and take a look at the future stars of the sport. It was double feature night for the modifieds at Accord. We'll start off with a piece of the history for the first of two modified
We're set.
features.
Green is coming out. Jeff Hetzler Sr. grabs the early lead. Hetzler takes him down to turn one. Hindley up on the top of the racetrack. Ford on the bottom. Here comes on the high side the 97 of Jerry Higbee. Higbee is that right rear wheel as he goes charging down into turn number one. Down on the bottom, Becchetti somehow got through. Andy Becchetti now moving up into fourth with Higbee right with him. Danny Tyler and the 406 of Ricky banging American race tires as they come off the turn. From the fast lane, Becchetti gave him the chrome horn going down into three, and Andy Becchetti down on the bottom now is going to get inside of him off turn four. 2 laps to go, and Jeff Hetzler Sr. has been perfect. He's going to go inside a Judge up in three. Becchetti's going high. Last lap, white flag is up. Jeff Hetzler Sr., strong run on the front of this thing. Jeff Hetzler, they're not going to catch him today. Jeff Hetzler Sr. is going to get the win. Andy Becchetti is second. Third will be the 97 of Higbee. Finishing fourth will be Hindley. Fifth, Rich Ricky. Sixth, Prego.
And this is his 50th Accord Modified Speedway win. His 50th. Good Lord, you're ready for Social Security, are you there, Jeff?
Yeah. AARP ain't cutting it at the moment, so we may have to go to Social Security next. Yeah, naturally, I want to thank Mel Schrufer, his wife, the whole family. What a heck of a job. My son Jeffrey, Bobby V at the shop, all made this possible. Without them, we wouldn't be here. So hopefully this is the start of a real good night. Let's double them up. This is fun.
Congratulations to Jeff Hetzler and Mel Schrufer and the gang on your win. Now let's take a look at the young guns who will make up the future of the sport, courtesy of Jack's Used Race Car Parts and more.
Okay, Hunter Lappin, the Junior Slingshot Division WRWD featured winner tonight. There's a lot of people out there you want to thank, I'm sure. Look at all the fans you got here, kid.
Yeah, I'd like like to thank Dave Smith Construction, Mark Metal Roofing, New York Stamp Asphalt, and my father. And this race is dedicated to the Sergeant Sean Farrell.
Well, very
Leo
nice.
Patopoulos. I race Accord Speedway. I've been racing for 5 years now. And I gotta thank New York Chuck Parts, RJ Smith, Torch Performance, and Martine Service Center. I like racing them because they're just fun and competitive and stuff like that. 5 years I want to be racing a Sportsman. You come down to Accord and watch me race my slingshot.
Coming up. Pulling into WRWD Accord Victory Lane here tonight. 3 weeks in a row, Demetrius Drelis, the Double D. You know, this is ridiculous. I'm down here meeting you so much, you're going to have to start inviting me to family barbecues. You know that?
Yeah, seriously. It's getting a pretty familiar place down here in Victory Lane, but I really have to thank my sponsors, my dad, my mom. You know, everyone here is such a big help, and Accord really puts on a wonderful show. I mean, for having us here every Friday night is one great thing. It's really a pleasure because Mr. Palmer really puts on a good track.
Let me tell you something, Demetrius. I think you put on a really good show here at Accord. To be in Victory Circle here 3 weeks in a row is an accomplishment, brother. You need a bigger wall, like I told you last week.
Yeah, Accord's a real fun place. It's real tough competition here, but thanks.
Nothing compares to the emotion of a driver's first win. And thanks to Ultimate Restoration, we'll get the story of what that was like. Now we'd like to welcome first-time winner Danny Carlo to the show. Congratulations on your big win this past Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Has it sunk in yet? You're in the history books as a winner on the hard clay.
I don't think it's ever going to sink in, but it's awesome to think back and know that you did something that a lot of people just want to experience in their entire life.
Was there a time in the race when you realized you had a chance to catch the leaders and contend for the win?
I was about straight away back from the leaders, and I saw them, and I just was running the top, and I could feel it start reeling me a little bit, and I just kept kicking it, and I was going and going, and I finally called the back bumper of the second place guy, which was Charlie, and I just said, all right, now it's either go time or we'll see if I can do something. You know, I'm a rookie, so I didn't expect to be able to pass both the veterans at once.
We've seen the videos all over the internet of you getting out of your car on the front stretch Saturday night. What was it feeling like knowing you'd won your first race and were about to be interviewed by the legendary Tim Pitts?
And come true. I've thought about that situation for 21 years. You know, I played it over in my head every time, and it was awesome just to be able to climb out at Orange County and be there and actually hear people cheering for you. It makes you feel really good.
Now that you're a feature winner, do you feel more pressure to repeat? And what can your fans expect in the weeks to come?
I was told I was hired to win, so you know, if the opportunity is there, I'm definitely going to go for it. I'm not as much as I want to say I'm now a contender. I'm definitely not going to get over zealous and go for it and drive like a Dumbo. I'll just go for it as much as I can, and if the opportunity is there, we'll see if we can get another one or a couple more.
Is there anybody special you'd like to thank for helping you get to this moment?
Oh, man, there's so many people. Rob and Charlie, mainly. Those guys have put their entire life in for me. My girlfriend, Kimmy, obviously. Everybody who's helped us out. Everyone on the team. Christina, Doc, every single person who's ever supported me from the stands. Mario from Firebird and Camaro, Lothars, Fernicos, Advanced Auto Parts, Kenny Reed. I completely forgot him on Saturday. Really, there was everybody. Northeast, obviously. You guys make everything so much more fun. It's just unreal to have the group of people that we have. It's awesome.
Now, you mentioned about all the people that have been there to help you out. There was another special friend of yours who also had a car in Victory Lane Saturday night.
LJ Lombardo. It's awesome to be able to share Victory Lane. I mean, as much as we didn't get to share because there was two different types of the night, but LJ came up to me earlier in the night and he was like, you ready to wheel this thing? And I was like, I'm ready. I don't know what's going to happen. And little did we know, man, he came over and congratulated me after the race, and he just blew by everybody and won that one. So it's awesome to have, Ultimate Restoration, all those guys, Lou, LJ, they're just a fantastic group of people, and there wouldn't be anyone else that I would want to win on a night with other than him.
Oh, that's fantastic. We are very happy to hear of your success, and we wish you a lot more in the future, and want to thank you for taking the time to chat with us, and good luck on grabbing some more checkers this year.
Anytime. Thank you very much.
All right, Danny. Have a good one. Here's a Spec Sportsman feature from Accord Speedway presented by RacingVideoStore.com.
Takes the lead away. McGill inside, Plumstead outside, Dockenhausen shopping for a spot, and here comes Stortini. Stortini down on the inside, looking to go with that 7. He's got that thing hooked up on the inside, handling nicely as they go to turn 1. Plumstead retakes the lead over McGill. Backstretch they run, up and off now the 2X of Bruning, and the 74 of Lynch is working on Bruning off the turn, and here comes Dockenhausen. Dockenhausen wrestled second away from McGill as they came off of 4 by Stortini. So Dockenhausen down on the inside. That thing is really handling nice on the bottom of the racetrack. Found something to hook up to with those American racers, and he is now dead even with Plumstead as they got him out of the groove now, and he's going to grab that number 1 spot. Found something on the bottom he likes. Now Lynch and Stortini.
Accord Victory Lane. Eddie Dockenhausen, your feature winner tonight in the Spec Sportsman division. I think I've seen you here before, didn't I? Boy, oh boy.
No, this is great. I got to thank my guys again. I can't say enough about them, all the hard work they put in all week long. Scott and Don. Don's here tonight for this one finally. I got to thank Brookfield Glass. Billy, he ain't here tonight. He's in Florida. I got to thank Mom and Dad for bringing me into the world. And thanks for everybody for coming out tonight. Let's rock and roll.
Devil's Bowl Speedway opens up on May 16th. Don't miss the excitement of NASCAR racing in Vermont. And coming up on Father's Day, the Spring Green 114 for ACT late models.
Charged down into the turn. Danny Creedon, 16X, now moving up to be third off the turn. McGuire, Donnie Elliott hustling away to grab that number 1 spot. Danny Tyler on the outside and Becchetti right with them. Oh my, Becchetti tried to go between them, and now there goes Tyler up high. Becchetti down low. Jackie Brown is now third. Andy Becchetti is fourth. They go to turn 1. Race leader down in the bottom is Elliott. Here comes Becchetti on the outside. Becchetti puts the flaps down and goes to the high side, and he is rolling on the outside of this racetrack. They go to turn 1. 21 down, and Becchetti is now second. Look out, Elliott. Here comes the wild child. Becchetti outside of him. Lap traffic coming up for them. Here comes Becchetti. The big swoop on the high side. Gassing it up, and Becchetti is going to be the leader going to turn 1. Andy Becchetti has gotten around Elliott to take over with 23 laps complete. All over Elliott as they go up into turn number 1. Becchetti down the backstretch. Jackie Brown working on Elliott, trying to get inside. Down in the turn, he got a lap car, and Becchetti gets the win. Off the turn, it's going to be Elliott over Brown, over Creedon, over Higbee.
Other winners this past week at Accord Speedway were Greg McCluskey, Ray Tarantino, and John Rose. That will wrap up this week's show. Thank you to Ultimate Restoration, Christina Holes, Jane and Harry Sella, Sean Hart, Jason Little, and many more for their help with this week's show. Until Until next time, keep on racing.